Now we will perform this on lab on packet tracer. So this is the scenario where our objective is that host 1 should connect to host 3. In packet tracer, this is the scenario. This is PC1, this is PC2, where it is denoted by PC0 and PC1, and this is our PC3. This is the switch, this is the second switch, and these are the three routers which is denoted in this diagram. So right now what we have done, we have just given the IP addresses. So on PC1, if you will go on PC1, if you will click on desktop, then you will get this IP config. We have given this IP to this PC1. Okay, this is the default gateway IP. This IP is configured on router, this interface. Okay, same way on PC0, similarly we have given this IP and this is the gateway. We on switch we have done nothing because by default its ports are up, and when we connect any PC it will by default up and these ports will be working. In router we have given some IP addresses. So IP interface brief, these are the IP addresses which we have given. Apart from IP addresses, we have just what we have done, we have given the host name only router 1. Rest we have unset that port on which IP is given. So this is the basic thing which we have done. So running config, we will check. So we have done, just we have given the IP. Or if you will check, so IP route, so this is the local route or connected route. Okay, right now we have not added any static route. On router 2, if you will check, we have given just host name and IP address. So IP interface brief, these are the IP which we have given on router 2. So running config, so IP route, this is the routing table. On router 3 also, we have just given this host name and IP address and unset the interfaces. So IP interface brief, so IP route, so running config. So right now on this switch we have we have connected the ports, and by default this port will come up. On this PC2, just we have given IP and this default gateway. This is the IP which is assigned on this interface of router. Okay, this is giga 0 by 1 interface. So right now we will start with static routing. So our objective that PC1 or PC2 should connect to PC3. Okay, this is denoted by PC2. IP is 192.168.5.20. So right now if we will check with command prompt ping 192.168.5.20, this is the IP. Okay, 5.20, this IP we want to ping. We are pinging from this 11 or 10. It's right now it is not pinging. If you will check the trace route, trace route 192.168.5.20, so it is going up to the gateway, but on that router there is no static route or dynamic route, so it is stacked on that gateway. Okay, because router do not have the information. Similarly, if you will ping from PC2, if you want to ping from PC2 to 10.192.1.11 or 10 IP, ping 192.168.1.10, this is the IP. Okay, so it is also not pinging. If you trace route it 192.168.1.10, so it is going to its gateway only, because that router 3 also do not have a route. So what we will do, we will just add static route on router 1. The command is IP route. Firstly we need to add the IP, the route for on this interface. Just we need to add we need to add this 192.168.1.1. One, we need to add route for dot 20 or dot 50 and the subnet mask. Then we need to add, there are two options. One is that forwarding router IP, next to IP, or the interface. So right now we will do with next to IP, that is this interface IP on Giga Ethernet 0 by 1. So on Giga Ethernet 0 by 1, if you will check the Giga Ethernet 0 by 0, the IP is 10.1.1.2. So we will give this IP, or we can give this interface, that Giga Ethernet 0 by 1. So what we will do, 10 dot whatever IP is assigned on this interface, that is 10.1.1.2, 10.1.1.2, this IP we have given. Okay, so right now we have given static route on this. On router 2 also we need to add a route. So what we will do, just we will write a command, IP route 192.168.20.0, subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, then gateway is, now this the next loop will be for this IP of this interface, that is Giga Ethernet 0 by 0. 0 by 0 में क्या हो जाए, in Giga Ethernet 0 by 0 the IP is 10.1.2.2. So we will add 10.1.2.2. Okay, so this is done. Okay, if we will ping, then also it will not ping because we have done for one way traffic. Okay, so if you will just ping, it is not pinging. We have added the routes, but in reverse direction we have not added any route. So when the ping goes from this switch to this router, then this router, then this router, then this PC, but again when it is replying, so it does not have a path for 192.168.1.1. So we need to add a reverse route in router 3. So what we will add, IP route 192.168.1.0, subnet mask is 255.255.0, and then we need to add the destination. The next hoop will be this interface, that is Giga Ethernet 0 by 1, and Giga Ethernet 0 by 1, the IP is 10.1.2.1, 10.1.2.1. Okay, same way this on router 2 also we need to add a route for this network. So we will go on router 2, we will add a route 192.168.1.0 network, subnet mask 255.255.0, and this will be the next loop will be router 1. Interface will be Giga Ethernet 0 by 1. On Giga Ethernet 0 by 1 it is 10.1.1.1. So we will add this route. Okay, so right now if we have done all things correct, it should ping. So it will take some time to converge. Okay, just we will check. Right now it is not pinging, so we need to check why it is not pinging. Okay, reply is coming from 10.1.1.2, 10.1.1.2. So this time when we are pinging, we have done some mistake, we need to check it. So how to troubleshoot? You just check route. So IP route. So step by one we will just check. So if we will trace route, so it is a, right now we will also see the troubleshooting. So when you are doing trace route for this IP, so it is going up to 10.1.1.2, means it is having a path up to 10.1.1.2, means it is having a path. So IP interface brief 10.1.1.2 up to here it is having a path. So IP route, so it is having a route for 192.168.1.0, 198.168, and this is 5. We have added a wrong route path. This should be 192.168.5.20. so by mistake I have done this. So just we need to change the path. This is the wrong path which we have added. So what we will do, we will just remove that path. No IP route, this is the command, copy, and just we will paste it here, and then we will add a route, IP route 192.168.5.0, 10.1.2.2. So now path is, now we have added the correct one. Now we will check the ping. Now it is pinging. So this is, right now you also get a troubleshooting points also. So how to troubleshoot? You just trace route that path. Whenever, wherever it is that you check on that router. Okay, so if you just want to check reverse path also, you can check from the PC3, that is PC indicated by PC2. So right now trace is complete. If you ping 192.168.1.1, so it is pinging. So from trace route it is clear that it is going to router 3, then it is going to router 2, then router 1, then it is reaching to destination. So this is how we do static routing.